Hi, this is Dr. Lisa Oldson, physician and founder of Smart Weight Loss Coaching. I'd like to briefly say thank you so much to our regular listeners who follow the show and tune in every week. My team and I are incredibly grateful that you take the time to listen in and also to share our show with those you care about. Truly, thank you. Also, if you're serious about wanting to lose weight, I'd love to see you increase your engagement with our podcast workbook. The workbook goes along with episodes number 1 through 50 and propels you to take action to create habits that will help you lose weight and transform your health. It's available through our website at smartweightlosscoaching.com. Welcome to the Smart Weight Loss Coaching Podcast. I'm Dr. Lisa Oldson, a board-certified weight loss medicine specialist and certified life coach. In this podcast, I'll share fresh insights and effective techniques for incorporating mindset, habit change, and proven science into your life. Are you ready to achieve sustainable weight loss, wellness, and longevity? Then let's jump in and lose weight the smart way. Today's podcast is all about jumping off the weight loss starting line fearlessly. When you're young, you believe that you can do anything without any proof that it's actually true. When I was in high school, my best friend and I sang a song in the talent show. It was the song Open Arms by Journey. I might be dating myself by admitting that. Back in the 80s, I knew I wanted to be a doctor, so I thought it would be hilarious to change the words to the song Open Arms and sing Broken Arms instead. Oh, la vache. So cheesy, right? Well, the first line of the actual song says, lying beside you here in the dark. Our version was something like this. Lying beside you here in the hospital. I'm not kidding. It was truly awful stuff. On top of it, neither of us could sing at all. We were terrible, actually, but we thought we were pretty good. Good enough, at least. Here's the thing. It didn't matter that our voices were horrendous. It didn't matter that we had zero talent or training or experience singing on stage. We believed in our ability to do a good job in the talent show, and because of that belief, we were willing to jump in. We weren't afraid to take a chance, to give it a try. It was okay that we weren't perfect. We were having a blast, and we believed we were good enough. There is something about that fearlessness that tends to evaporate with time, right? We start to get self-conscious. We don't want people to see us mess up. We don't want to try something in case we fail. So we research and plan and overthink it until time passes and we never get around to taking action. Now, how does this apply to weight loss? Oh, how nice. Thank you for asking. You knew I'd get around to it eventually. What if we were willing to just go for it, to give it a try without overthinking it, without worrying so much about the end result, and especially without creating some arbitrary deadline to lose X amount of pounds in X number of days? Just like we did with broken arms, you can metaphorically grab the microphone, climb on stage, and sing in a wonderfully imperfect way. If we believe in our ability to make healthy choices for weight loss, we can get started without first creating a perfect protocol. We don't have to create a 7-day meal plan before making a healthy choice for lunch today. Nor do we have to calculate our target calorie deficit before choosing to drink water instead of a glass of wine with our dinner. It's entirely unnecessary to know which food tracking app is the best. We can simply jot down what we eat using old school pen and paper or the notes section of our phones. We can take a walk today without knowing our target heart rate or even whether cardio or resistance training is the best for weight loss. I'm talking about trusting your ability to figure it out as you go and simply make the next decision a healthy one. You don't necessarily have to create a plan to quit sugar and flour and ultra-processed food and alcohol and coffee before you even start your weight loss journey. Yikes, that is so much pressure and is completely unnecessary. Why do that to yourself? And actually, here's a side note. I mentioned coffee, quitting coffee. Let me reassure you, coffee is actually a healthy choice as long as you're not loading it with things like Coffee Mate French Vanilla Creamer or one of those shelf-stable ultra-processed almond milks. But back to the topic at hand. Please don't hold back thinking you're not ready, that you have to have it all figured out, or that your calendar has to be cleared of all obligations in order to concentrate on your weight. In my practice, it's a common experience for people to come to me and say, I'm just too busy, or I have too much going on right now to focus on myself. I don't know about you, but I don't expect life to ever be stress-free, nor do I ever expect to have a wide open calendar with nothing going on. What I want us to do is jump in despite the stress, despite the busy schedule. By the way, it's completely normal to experience self-doubt because you haven't figured out the best way to lose weight. Here's what I say. You're not sure what a ketogenic diet is? Who cares? You can lose weight without that information. Maybe you've heard that nuts are healthy, but then you also heard that if you eat too many, you'll gain weight. Okay. If you like nuts, eat some nuts, but don't go bananas and eat a giant portion right out of the bag. Are you willing to fearlessly jump into a healthy weight loss lifestyle without having it all figured out, without having a repertoire of vegetarian recipes, without knowing how to cook fish or make a veggie frittata? And maybe you don't have the time to figure that out. I say, just give it a try. Step on stage. Walk up to the microphone. Believe in your ability to figure it out and learn as you go. In fact, being willing to learn is a tremendous asset when you're trying to lose weight. Those who are willing to get started with one healthy decision today and are willing to learn along the way and pivot as new information becomes available, those are the fearless ones. Come on. I invite you to trust your brain. You know plenty. It's time to jump in. And with that in mind, before we wrap up, let me ask you one last question. What's your NBA, your next best action? Be sure to write it down in your notebook because what we write, we are more likely to achieve. Thanks so much for listening. If you'd like more support during your smart weight loss journey, check out our group coaching program at smartweightlosscoaching.com. Until next time, stay well and stay smart.